Hi guys, I thought I'd show you what I do when I finish a book in my reading journal. So the first thing I always do is I grab my trusty washi tape that has the book review template sort of already printed on it, and I lay that down in my journal. This is just really satisfying to me because I love that it perfectly fits the width of the Hobonichi weeks specifically. I just love that. But I finished Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne, and I'm going to be posting a review on this one, or maybe it's already up, I don't know, but I really liked it. It was really cute and also just a really easy read. I've read some heavier books this past week or two, so it was a nice sort of pick-me-up. But I cannot emphasize enough that the reason that the Hobonichi Weeks works for me so well as a reading journal is the fact that it's so small. I do not have a lot of space to write a ton about each book or what I'm doing each day, and so that makes it so much easier for me to actually be consistent with filling it out. There was a minute at the end of last year where I thought I wanted to have a reading journal where I filled out an entire page for every 5-star read, and I don't even think I filled it out once. It was way too much pressure and I didn't actually want to do it. And so once I started getting into this, I realized that this just works perfectly for my brain. I write a sentence or two about what I'm reading each day and how it's going, maybe how I'm feeling about it, how the day is going that week in relation to my reading. And then when I actually finish a book, I write maximum like 3 sentences about it. It's mainly just right off the top of my head, my initial impressions about the book and how I felt. And then if I want to do a more in-depth review or sort of commemorate it more in my journal specifically, then I'll do that in my Hobonichi Cousin in a more creative way. So last week I posted my Our Infinite Fates review and journaled about that, and I loved that. I loved getting creative with it and not being so rigid with what my book reviews needed to be in my journal. And maybe that'll change in the future, but for now, really the key is to have something that is low pressure, that only takes me a minute or two to do, and that means that I'll actually stick with it and be successful. And I just can't wait to have this whole thing filled up with a year's worth of reading. I've just really enjoyed it. So yep, that's all I do. Really short, really quick and easy, but thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.